Yo, what's good? Yo, this your boy Solo, man. And this is what's a dope movie review? I'm gonna go with movie review. This is a dope movie review. This is a dope movie review. I got my boy Vaughn here. You know what I'm saying? On this episode, we are reviewing Doctor Strange 2.
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah. Yes. The Multiverse of Madness. The dope movie dropped today. It is May 9th it drops?
This 5th.
The 5th? Oh, no, not
well, actually, it's May 5th.
Well, either way, it's out by the time that this pod comes out, so, you know.
So basically, as you can see, real quick before we dive into this, a bunch of strange things that have happened, our location, is not at our typical headquarters, as you can see. So this is the lovely comic book shop called Fortress of Solitude that is in Newark, New Jersey, downtown Newark, New Jersey. A little bit about this place. This place has been here for over 40 years. 40 years. Actually, I remember.
But this spot wasn't.
Well, this specific location that it's in, it wasn't here for 40 years. But it's like around the corner. But this spot's been here. The same name, Fortress of Solitude has been here for 12 years, actually. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember when I used to come here when I was younger with my uncles, and like this place, it's not what it looks like how it is right now. But definitely, like, with all, like, it has so much anime and kung fu flicks, like, this store literally catalysted the weeb in me and martial arts and stuff like that.
It was on Broad Street.
Yeah, it was on Broad Street.
Broad Street, downtown North.
Yeah, this is university. This is, like, really, we're going to put into the description of the location.
Be, like, right here. So, I'm saying definitely, I believe they have an Instagram, so.
Yes, we're going to tag them all that, but definitely if you're in the area in Newark and everything.
If you're a comic head, definitely come through.
Definitely come here. It's a great staff. The owner is amazing. I really appreciate him for letting us use his shop for this review. And
all love.
Yeah, you'll probably see us here more again.
Yeah, so Doctor Strange. So and this is the Doctor Strange expert, so that's why he's here, to discuss
know. So believe it or not, this is Doctor Strange is actually my second favorite Marvel hero.
Favorite Marvel.
My first fave, like, I'm gonna see if anybody can guess. And I'm serious, if you can guess my first favorite hero, if you know me, like, it should be very easy. Knowing that he's my second and the other one I sent for is my first. So if you can, the first 3 people that can name my first fave, I'll cash up you $3. I promise.
The first 3 people.
The first 3 people that can comment was my first fave hero. Mm-hmm. I'll cash up you $3. And there's no scam. It's not like the whole bad scam that's happening now. But
you get scammed for $3. That's coming.
No.
Is that a scam?
No. I mean, like, how they're like doing like that whole like, oh. Can you save me? Can you send me this? And bam, your whole account is hacked, and then like your Instagram and all.
Oh no, it's not that.
No, it's not that. No, I thought it'd be a fun game to play. So yeah, guess my favorite hero. $3, first 3 people. So yes, I guess we're about to get into the meat and potatoes of this movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. What you got, homie?
Doctor Strange in general, I think is a dope character.
Yes.
It's not a character that I normally gravitate to. I seen the first movie. I thought the first movie was okay. Second movie caught me by the trailer, and I was like, I gotta see this movie. The trailer really caught me. So as I'm watching it, as I watched it, the first thing that really stood out to me when I finished it was the plot of the movie.
Okay.
So what was the plot giving you? Like, you thought the plot was really good? Like, it was
so the plot of the movie
was steady. Was it?
It was a little fast paced, but just to go over. So real quick before we even start talking, this is going to be a spoiler review. So if you have not watched the movie, I advise you to go back in time and watch it, and then come back to here. But
it's the part when you've been sent back in time, but then you watch it, and then you watch this. I almost forgot. I almost did forget about the spoiler.
Yes,
I definitely was about to go super crazy. The
plot. So basically, the plot of the movie is kind of going at the tail ends of the Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. And pretty much it's like I would say it's probably like maybe like if anything like a couple of weeks after like the end of that movie, and it's pretty much Doctor Strange. He's like having like these I would say at the moment for the time being like premonitions of like events happening with him and everything like that. He's having like all these night tremors and stuff like that from it. And then, it goes on to, he's meet up with Christine, and it's like all these years later. Now, mind you, keeping the fact of like the blip and everything like that. So he's been gone for a minute, and so she's kind of moved on. And she's kind of moved on, and she's about to get married to somebody. Of course, Doctor Strange is still feeling her. But going besides from all of that, we have Wanda. We have Wanda. Pretty much, her whole thing is she's trying to get the other character, America Chavez, which is once we go into character like trying to like dissect them and everything like that.
Yeah,
I'll explain more about her.
So, like overall though, because you thought the plot was good?
Yeah.
Not like a medium.
I feel like it. The plot, it was good. I feel like I wish they flushed out some more things within that plot. Okay. As we go on, we'll talk about that. But no, I think the plot was pretty good. But yeah, like the whole thing, like with Wanda, pretty much just real quick, and then we're gonna kind of jump back and dive fully into. But like she's just at the end of her show WandaVision, she wanted her kids back of anything, and it's like
they kind of got to see WandaVision too.
Yeah, WandaVision, and you got to see the Spider-Man movie, kind of, sort of, but it'll help. But yeah, I thought about. I was like, she want her kids back so much, but why she not wishing Vision back? But then again, it's like, or wanting him back, not wishing him back. Because it's like when you think about it, it's like damn, like that's their father. So and I was like, maybe it's because like she wanted him back so bad, and that was kind of like the whole WandaVision thing, because she wanted Vision back, and then they had a family and stuff like that. So I don't know. It was just interesting to me, like how like okay, you want the kids, but you're not mentioning Vision. You don't want him back. So you don't want your man back. Yeah,
that was interesting because the movie started with Doctor Strange with a ponytail and a gray streak. Running through the multiverse.
Yes.
And he something crazy happened there, and then Doctor Strange woke up. And they later explained that in the multiverse, I guess when you dream of yourself in like another scenario, that's just a multiverse version of you.
Yeah, dreamwalking.
So proving that I guess the multiverse is real. That's dreamwalking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well,
so when you're dreaming, that's the actual spell.
That's it was a thing. That's what it's called, and that's what he was doing. But it was subconsciously doing it, I guess you can say.
Oh, so he was subconsciously dreamwalking.
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna get to dreamwalking in a second, but
it's a lot to unpack here, guys.
Yeah, so he woke up and there was a the cold sweat and stuff like that. It was an attack in New York. Doctor Strange suited up really quick.
Gargantos.
Actually, that was actually a dope part too, because they never showed Doctor Strange suit up. I never seen.
Yeah, it's like even in the MCU, like when they like do they suit up and stuff like that, it's always cool. I think Iron Man still has some of the best. Suit up.
Doctor Strange, it's probably something.
No, his definitely were good. Like I would say that trump over Iron Man now, but like in the earlier days, especially, I still think the Iron Man when it was it Endgame or something like that, when he was like the briefcase and that was hard.
Nah, Spider-Man. Iron Man has probably the top 5 best suit ups, but I didn't even know Doctor Strange had a suit up. The way he did it, because he slid off the balcony
and the clothes
and the cape. Yeah, that was fire. That's a real underrated moment. Well, I think it will be an underrated moment that he did that. But he jumped into the action, and then he found it was a creature.
Gargantos. Well, the creature is the one that they're fighting in the city. Is a lot of people will call him Shimugarath, but I don't want to tangent to a whole bunch of things. But it's proclaimed to be Gargantos, which is it's an entity that's like throughout the dimensions and stuff like that. It's just like a random baddie throughout the dimensions and stuff.
So he fought that, and then he found the girl that was in his dreams.
What's her name?
Her name is America Sant.
Oh my gosh.
I don't want to say it wrong. It's America
Chavez.
That's a very.
You guys earlier we called her Amanda something.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Because they was saying the name in the movie, and I didn't think it was America until the credits. I'm like, her name really. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
but her power in the movie was she jumps through multiverses.
Yes.
So of course, everybody would want that power. So. Later down the line, the main enemy comes through to look for America.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, we're gonna have to I'm gonna put this on a cue card,
Yeah. But yeah, they look for her, and that's basically the premise. Really trying to get basically around the girl who her ability is to jump from multiverse to multiverse. So that basically
But
chunk of the plot.
But she doesn't know how to control.
And she doesn't know how to control. So
that's always
as you could guess, power like that, magic, everybody will want it, and everybody powerful will want it. So and that comes to one of the main people that was in the movies, Wanda, aka Scarlet Witch.
aka the GOAT.
So she came through and she wanted the power, and that's where that's where the clash was and stuff like that.
So basically, we kind of find out that she's the one that's hunting. America Chavez.
She sent the creature earlier to attack New York to find the girl who can jump multiverses. Mm-hmm. And then Doctor Strange asked her, not knowing, and he told her exactly where she was at.
The way that happened, doing that, it was just damn, and then it was America Chavez in the scene. She was like, so you tell the person that's trying to kidnap me where I am.
Yeah, so he messed up because he was like, yo, if they looking for you, that means powerful people are going to be looking for you, powerful creatures. So we need an Avenger. Avenger. It's going to be a whole bunch of, but we need an Avenger. Mm-hmm. We don't want the bugs. Speaking about Spider-Man and my man, what's his name? The little one that turned big.
Ant-Man.
They don't want Ant-Man. So he threw shade on Spider-Man and Ant-Man. And he was like, he went to Wanda. She was in a world that looked at like real blissful, looked at nice, looked at peace, and
pretty much how it was when she was in the end credit scene in her show WandaVision.
Yeah,
it was pretty much, I don't know where that was, but it was all happy, fairy, pretty, all that good stuff.
And that's how she got Doctor Strange, because he was like, we found this girl who could jump the multiverse.
And what better not people to help her? It's two people that's magic wielders.
Yeah, and then Wanda was like, oh yeah, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So then the world turned back to Scarlet Witch world. The Scarlet Red came in, then...
I really like how that was done.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the color too, but you know what I'm saying? Now she's Scarlet Witch. Well, to me, she was Scarlet Witch. So... now Scarlet Witch is looking for the girl, and now Doctor Strange has to protect the girl from Scarlet Witch, and that is where Doctor Strange goes to the temple.
Comitage.
Yeah. Comitage, where the real supreme magic supreme.
Actually, so Wong is in this at the time right now. He is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah. So actually, before we even get to that though, the characters up.
Yeah, let's go through some characters.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like, should we do Doctor Strange?
We could do him at the end. He's kind of like the main.
Okay.
The main thing.
So we could start with the. I guess the multiverse jumper. I thought she was cool though. I'm trying not to say her name because.
We can't get this right. America is for one thing. I really like how they. They definitely shoehorn it. She's I think when does her character came out? I want to say, don't quote me on this, guys. I've got a million things in my brain, but she's kind of a recent hero that came about in I want to say 2017, something like that. And she's heritage wise, she's Puerto Rican, which I really like. Inclusion and everything like that. Definitely need more of that. And she's just pretty much she's just what's that movie, Jump? She's kind of just like a jumper. She just jumped through random multiverses. That's some of her power. But for the MCU version of her, she's kind of we get her at the point where she doesn't know how to use it. and you know, of course, she's running from being captured, and she doesn't know why things are just coming to attack her. There are all these, you know, multiverses.
Yeah, I think she was dope. Her character wasn't like whiny how I thought she was gonna be. She was just dope. She didn't know how to use her powers.
Her character was very much a plot mover. She like her character was.
But it was good.
Which is good. Which is very rare. Like you get characters in shows and stuff like that. Like, oh, they just put that character just to move the plot. But no, she actually served a lot of purpose.
Yeah, because they could have did a play on she missed her parents. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't really go too far into that, which I thought was dope. But I thought she fire. I thought she was really good. Wong.
So Wong, my thing with Wong, I was like, why won't they change his clothes? He's been wearing that since we first saw him. And I'm just like, yeah, why won't they change his clothes? Like, there's some other cool garbs that he got, but
I think he's dope, man. He been dope. He been holding it down.
Yeah, Wong is definitely like, he's like that parent that's just like, you know, that's just be like, look, stop doing this. But once you get in trouble, you're like, all right, I got you. But still, stop doing this. Like, he's like that grumpy old parent.
Yeah, so, yeah, he was dope. Wanda. Yeah, we can get Wanda. Do you like the main people that's in the movie? Wanda? Scarlet Witch?
Ooh.
She was fired. Like, amazing. Super amazing. They did her good.
It's whew. All I can say is just like Elizabeth Olsen, she killed that. She killed. It's like she understood that assignment so well. I don't know if it was just like the general art, like the directing that she had got, but it's like she definitely like really owned that role. From seeing her, and it's like from her character development for all the way from Age of Ultron, because it's like I always say, like at that time, you know, all she was doing was just she'd do something cool, get beat down, cry, Vision, and that's kind of was her sole purpose. So it was like after, I think once she got into Civil War and going forward, like she's been pretty just dope ever since. But in this movie, like they were just like let her be the baddest bee, and she was definitely that. Like all her like her motive, like it was a motive that I get it, but then again I was just like, I feel like it kind of like backtracked a little bit from her character from her show WandaVision, just a little bit, because it was just like, so you came into this acceptance and everything like that, but now like I know you want your kids back, but it seemed like a little bit like defeated the purpose.
Was it because of the book?
Yes, the Darkhold.
Okay.
Yes, so the Darkhold. Well,
yeah,
that's what we're getting into, but yeah, it was definitely because
of that. So all right.
But Wanda ate.
Yeah, they did an excellent job too. They made her look more like They made her actually look like a killer. Like her whole style, her whole energy, the whole vibe that they gave her was like killer. You know what I'm saying? It almost looked like it pushed to rated R a little bit, the way they made her look.
Well, yeah, with Sam Raimi, director for, you know, like Evil Dead movies and stuff like that. Like that's one thing I would say that from this movie, that was my only expectation, knowing that he was going to be the director. I wanted this movie to be like the stuff that, you know, what I read in Doctor Strange. Like it's very dark and like creepy, weird, and just like that, and like a horror-esque vibe. Yeah. And that was probably my only expectation from this movie, that I really wanted to be done right, and I think he did a fantastic job with that.
Yeah, like I said, because it did have like a horror vibe to it too, like in a Marvel movie, that, you know what I'm saying, that made Wanda look Scarlet Witch looked amazing in that. It looked like she was like starting to hunt them down like crazy. So that's like definitely kudos to that. Let's go. Doctor Strange. I mean, or you want to do the? I mean, you can do the other four people that matter. No, actually, no. What was his girlfriend's name?
Christine.
Christine was cool.
Christine.
All multiverses of Christine. Right.
Yeah, I'm so glad the actress Rachel McAdams. I'm glad that they gave her, you know, some more what to do, really, because in Doctor Strange 1 it was just kind of like after he told her to kick rocks, pretty much. Yeah. After that scene, that was kind of it. I mean, she did some cool stuff, like, you know, when he was in like doing the astral projector, and then when he was fighting can't think of the guy name, but yeah, when he was fighting them and stuff like that, that was cool. But like she had, to me, I think like seeing her throughout all the other multiverse and stuff like that, she was like this like overseer of like that universe and stuff like that, making sure stuff don't come from other dimensions. I was like, oh okay, they gave her stuff to do. I hope we're not jumping too far back and forth, but we're going to cover everything. Promise, guys.
Trying to get the characters out the way. I don't know if we should do the cameos.
No, we can get to that part once that part comes. We can just talk about because the cameos in this. I'm pretty sure because all of you guys have watched it because you're watching this episode right now.
Yeah.
But,
so I mean so I would probably go back into the plot then. So
we go back.
The book, the Darkhold. You know what I'm saying? The Darkhold. I believe she had it in another. At the end of WandaVision? Or was it at the end of a movie?
No, it was at the end of WandaVision.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the Darkhold is, so can you explain what the Darkhold is?
The Darkhold is pretty much this. Is the MCU one is kind of I don't want to say it's different from the comics one, but I'm just going to give you just the main points of what the Darkhold is. So it's basically like it's like a evil book that was brought about by one of like the first like deities and stuff like that. That was a magic user and stuff like that. And basically, when you read the book, it's pretty much taken over you as you're reading because you're getting like all these spells and hexes and stuff like that. That's like that's used for like bad shit pretty much.
Okay.
And as the more you use it, the more it like consumes your reality. Well, not only say your reality, but it just more or less consumes you to just like be just evil.
Just chipping away at your morality.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And and it holds like a bunch of like I said, all those type of magic, and the magic that Wanda used pretty much is called chaos magic. Okay. And so that's what's mostly in that book and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And so that's just a brief thing because it's the book of Vishanti and Darkhold. It's a whole
I feel like that's the parallel of that book, though, right?
See, look,
nah.
Look at him.
But
but
now you gotta explain the.
So the book of Vishanti is pretty much the same. It was the book of Vishanti. It's definitely the counter of it. So like in like magic things and stuff like that, it always has to be a balance, and there's always rules to the magic and stuff like that. But the book of Vishanti and somewhat of the Darkhold doesn't have rules and stuff like that. But the book of Vishanti is like a book of like good magic. I don't want to say good, not, for the lack of a better term, good magic. So it's like spells for like rejuvenation, life, protection, and everything.
Everything that goes against the laws of like life and balance and all that.
Exactly. And also one of the other key things that they kind of pointed out in the movie that the book of Shanti, like it's a book of spells that pretty much it does whatever you need it to do. So like if there was a person, for example, like they need to be cured of cancer or something like that. It's a spell, and there would be a spell in there, that could just pretty much appear in there, and it could help you. Yeah. So the wielder of it, if it's a spell that they need, it's going to be in there. It's kind of like a Uber cheat code, but it's really cool though.
Yeah. So basically, Scarlet Witch wants to find she wanted to find a universe where the children that she made up by magic and WandaVision, and I guess in other worlds.
Yeah.
Well, no, only her world that she made up are real. So she wants to basically jump multiverses, but there isn't no spell, I believe, that could do that. So it's only the girl, and I believe only the girl and the Darkhold.
Yeah, the Darkhold.
So the Darkhold has a spell that can do that. So she's looking for the Darkhold, and she got her hands on the Darkhold. And she started shadow walking.
Shadow walking. I was gonna say shadow step, and I was like, "Is this Bleach?"
No. But what's the spell?
Dreamwalking.
Dreamwalking. Right. So she needs to dreamwalk to actually go to another multiverse and possess her multiverse body and wreak havoc or do whatever. I guess that's just you just puppeteer the other you in the multiverse. So that's basically where America kicks in.
Our plot device.
Basically. So it's
our plot device.
Yeah, so that's what it is with Dreamwalking. Dreamwalking is also a forbidden magic. You know what I'm saying? Only the Darkhold has it. So Scarlet Witch gets her hands on the Darkhold and dreamwalks. So, well, but
So they get to pretty much the next thing, after the whole when Doctor Strange and Wanda was talking into like when it was in her world or whatever, he was just like she was pretty much made like ultimatum like, oh yeah, that's who I want, that's who I need, to do what I gotta do. And pretty much Doctor Strange was like well, no, you can't do that. That's because they know like her getting her powers is going to kill her. And it's like you want to kill like a kid to get your kids and stuff like that. Yeah. And it was like a whole like morale thing. And so he put like a thing like he was pretty much like, look, if you like pretty much Wanda was like, you have here's the ultimatum, like I need you to make a decision. You're going so by the time I come to your hood, come time. I come there. I need you to release her to me pretty much.
You got one day to give up.
Yeah.
America. I'm coming. I'm wreaking havoc on everything, basically.
And so, like, once he got there and everything, like, I thought that was pretty dope. Like how they started like setting up for battle. It started reminding me of like the Mulan movie, like when it was like when he was doing like the thing. What's the shit called? Make a Man Out of You song come out, and it was all like preparing for war and stuff.
Yeah, so but they prepared for Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, when they did all of that stuff. Yeah, I think it was pretty sick. I like how like she made her entrance, like it got all like gloomy and like all that stuff like that.
I thought it was dope too, cause at first like the way they prepared though, they had a whole bunch of arrows, and I'm like, are they about to shoot Scarlet Witch with an arrow? But they was actually magic infused. I thought they wasn't. I didn't know they was magic infused.
I mean, everything is magic infused there.
I was assuming it, but I didn't know they was actually gonna have like the spark, like you know what I'm saying, like the little yellow golden tint on it. Yeah, I didn't know. So ruined. So
I'm gonna have to teach him a lot about magic stuff soon.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, go ahead.
So Scarlet Witch pulled up, and she wreaked havoc on.
Yeah. She pretty much was just like, look, like I told you I was coming here, and she really like rolled up there and was like, look, like y'all just can't pretty much beat me, pretty much. And so it was like this really like pretty dope fight scene. I wish I would have seen a little bit more. I feel like it could have been a little bit more. All she did was like really just shoot out her.
I feel like they wanted to get that out the way. Because they could have made it dramatic, but they made that because she found the weakest link, did a mental attack on him.
I thought that was I thought that was pretty cool though. When she did find like she was like looking through them.
I'm like they all should be prepared for that. No.
Yeah, but then again, they didn't really know who they was going against per se. Like Doctor Strange knew stuff like that, but like, and then Wong was like, once he realized like, well, she's just standing there looking at people, just knowing like, she's using her, powers to like go like, get into their brain, pretty much.
Yeah, but I was like, but yeah, cause like the fight that ended the fight. So she got like they made basically a magic barrier, and then she did
that
a psychic
one weak link.
Yeah, so yeah, he ran away, and so she cracked that, and then she started to she looked for America, and found her. She did a psychic scan, found her.
She found her. Then
actually no, but what was the thing that in the temple? The trap she was at, that Scarlet Witch walked into
Mirrorverse.
Mirrorverse? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was how she stepped into like. Is it a trap or is it?
It's I would say mirror dimension, not Mirrorverse. The mirror dimension.
Okay.
It's just kind of the same thing like when Doctor Strange used it against Spider-Man when he was trying to get back.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. When in the movie where Spider-Man was fighting Doctor Strange, he was trying to keep him there. He was just trying to stop him.
Yeah, he was just trying to stop him.
So the same thing?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, but that one like had some.
Is that a trap though?
It was more traps in that one because it's like once she stepped, like it like all like the glass shattered, and it was like once you move at any point like that, so it's supposed to kill you.
So she stepped on that, went to the Mirrorverse, and then Doctor Strange was getting ready to get America and be out of there. He's about to get Wong and get out of there. Mm-hmm. So, of course, to the Mirrorverse, Scarlet Witch.
You want to say mirror dimension?
Because
the Mirrorverse is kind of like a DC thing.
But it's the multiverse madness. So the Mirrorverse is I'm playing for now. Alright, so
but yeah, go ahead,
so Doctor Strange is about to get them out of there. He's about to do the little portal, and obviously Scarlet Witch went through the reflections
reflection
from
of,
the
like,
mirrorverse.
like, yeah, from
mirror
like puddles and
from
like,
puddles,
anything
and it
that,
like reflected. So she
that
got
was
through one
pretty
of those, and then also too, when America, her power is to jump, but she does not control it. So when she gets scared and her whatever,
it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. So Scarlet Witch came through, was about to kidnap her. She, she got scared. She attacked Doctor Strange, and she opened a portal.
Mm-hmm.
America opened a portal to another multiverse.
But yeah, they got smacked through like all these other dimensions.
Yeah, and that part was actually dope. Like they had it was a cartoon one.
It was a cartoon. They were paint.
The paint one was fire. I kind of
it was like this like noir type of one. It was like
that part was pretty dope.
I think I would have liked to see, like, even though for that scene it just serves what it was for that purpose, but I think throughout the whole, like, for the movie itself, for like especially a lot of exposition that was in this movie, and I would have liked to see them going through like different multiverses and stuff like that. Even though that probably would have cost like hella money to like do all those animation styles and stuff like that. But
you would have paid like $30 for a ticket.
Oh my god! But that scene was really dope though, and it showed like all those other dimensions, stuff like that, even dimensions like the gods and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, so they went to another dimension. Mm-hmm. We ain't talking about the zombie series that came.
Later.
But so they went to a dimension that looked they don't know what's going on.
It
looked the same.
Yeah, it was the same. It was dimension 836.
Yeah, I don't know the number.
I believe it was like eight something. It was 8 something, like 836 or something like that. And then when you get there, it was like everything was kind of like a weird inverse of things. It was like buildings had flowers on it.
Because the crosswalk, you go on red instead of green.
It was
so I guess it was just I didn't really think of the effect of that overall in that world. I just didn't even think of it. Now I'm thinking about it. So they get to the what's Dr. Blake's crib name?
The Sanctum Store.
The Sanctum?
Sanctum.
Call him the Sanctum. So nah. Sanctum. But he gets there and he's greeted by more. You know what? I thought for some reason in my brain I was thinking Mordor, like the little head dude.
MODOK.
Yeah, I was thinking MODOK. I don't know why I was thinking MODOK, but Mordor. So I don't.
So
you gotta explain that.
So also within.
Was he in the old one?
In the first movie?
Yeah.
He just didn't have the Shamar Moore.
He didn't have no dreads.
He didn't have the Shamar Moore dreads.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't remember dreads, bro.
So you're basically in that dimension that it was in. I'm trying to remember the name. We'll put up the name once we have like the right one, like right there. But it'd be like, so when he got there, when they both got there, that's the place like they saw Doctor Strange statue. Pretty much that in that place. Like,
oh yeah, they also had a Doctor Strange statue that said
he was pretty much dead.
It said Earth's Mightiest Avenger or Earth's Mightiest Hero.
Earth's Mightiest
Hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, oh, look at that.
I knew that was suspect when I seen that.
But yes, and then after that thing, like Mordor came out and everything like that, greeted him, and then Doctor Strange was already ready for the smoke because they're like enemies now. But then he, Marvel doing his thing, like, which is all like, oh no, brother, like, I'm happy to see you.
That was kind of. I don't know. Was he black in the other one?
In the first movie?
Yeah, he was. I don't remember him, but
his comic book counterpart isn't. But
okay, so when he said my brother, I'm like, that's kind of suspect, but I'm gonna let it slide, Marvel.
Nah, but yeah.
Nah, it was actually fire. But he's like brother. but he was his brother in that.
Yeah. I mean, in the sense, like, because he was the one that kind of like saved him. When he was like all like, from the first one, when he was all crippled and stuff like that, trying to find Kamar-Taj and trying to find like the ancient one and everything like that.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Okay. So.
So yeah, pretty much going into that. That's they go into the same thing. He's talking about like Wanda's pretty much coming for her. She's using the Darkhold, and he's talking about like dream walking. That's kind of really when they really like distinguish like what she's really trying to do and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But then come to find out, man's pulled the okie doke on him.
Yeah. He spiked his drink. And he spiked America's drink.
We spiking drinks. How we sorcerers are we spiking drinks?
Yeah, you could have.
How we magic users, dimension jumpers, and we spiking drinks.
And so Doctor Strange wakes up. You know what I'm saying? Now he's locked up
in this facility.
In the facility.
I forgot what it was called. Please excuse me. But yeah, he was locked in there with America. It's pretty much like a place where they when interdimensional stuff, like things that come out like from different universes and stuff like that. Once it comes into the place, they pretty much like contain it because they don't know if it carries like diseases or anything like that. So they just kind of like want to like contain it like automatically once they know that it's been breached into their world and everything like that.
Yeah, then Christine, this universe, Christine, she puts cuffs on them that stops his powers.
Yeah, it stops his powers.
Stops his powers, so so he can't do nothing. He just gotta sit there and take the L.
I really like how they made her
a scientist.
Like a scientist. So like I said, they gave her more to do and stuff like that. Made her more to think. Okay. Like more into the story. Because like I said, for the first one, it felt like after he pretty much told her like whatever, like I don't need you pretty much. It was like very little after that.
Okay. Of
her appearance or her doing anything in the movie.
And Doctor Strange tried to sweet talk her for a second to like let him go.
Yeah.
He said, Scarlet Witch is coming. She's gonna rip this world atom by atom by atom.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't believe him. And whatever weird history they had in that universe, she like, nah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And they I like how that kind of played on a little bit onto like the What If series on like how like he kept trying to say pretty much like how like he was trying to go back and save her all as many times, different times, and it wasn't really different universe. He was just kind of like resetting it and everything like that. But it kind of was,
can't stop the inevitable, man.
Yeah, it was like an absolute moment in time. So I like how they played a little bit on to like he's trying to look for her in different universes. Well, I mean, he's not looking for her, but he found like one of her that's like
He's like, I think subconsciously looking for her. Like, he ain't looking for her. Like, he's not going to go all the way out of the way. But if he see, he's like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So eventually Mordo comes back. He comes back and like, Doctor Strange, come with me, the Illuminati would like to see you.
And so my whole thing with that, I love that and everything we're going to talk about after this point. I love it. But the freaking commercials, so usually when the trailer come out for movies and stuff like that I want to see, I only watch the first teaser trailer and I was fine. I just so happenly go on Facebook and Facebook has that thing now where you just like as soon as you open it and like any video that you pass by it just plays something. Yeah. And that was the thing I heard and I was like I kind of knew it was kind of coming a little bit, but like more or less Professor X. Stuff like that, but then it was like he said the whole thing. I was just like,
so
stay off the internet when these movies come out.
So when he said Illuminati, I'm like, oh word. So we about to see, the Illuminati, I guess, of Marvel. So he gets to the chamber, and it's Black Adam,
Black Bolt.
No, I was really playing. I was joking. It's Black Bolt. Miss Marvel?
It's Captain Marvel.
Yo, another thing. The Miss Marvel, the Marvels, there needs to be one Marvel.
It's like
there needs to be one Marvel.
7 of them? 6?
Captain Marvel.
So that's Captain Marvel, but that was actually Monica Rambeau. That's the daughter.
The daughter?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Did you watch Captain Marvel?
I didn't watch Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I was hoping.
Okay. So. Okay. So yeah, but just.
She had a daughter in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She was black.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that was the daughter. They had Agent Carter as Captain.
I thought
it was fire. That's actually, and I low key like Agent Carter as Captain America better than Captain America. It's a weird thing. I don't know, but
she's more feisty, spicy.
And they had Mr. Fantastic.
That I think because of course we've seen the movie together. I think I heard a lot of theaters they all went crazy like from like some other friends stuff like that I don't see it. They went crazy when he came up because it was like because the guy what's his name John Kerensky, something like that. I keep pronouncing his name wrong, but people like the fans have been pushing to have him be Mr. Fantastic. So I like how this was like Marvel's way of just going like, look, here.
They gave him the beard. That was cool.
Yeah, they gave him that. And so I was like, he looks the part so well. And it's just like, it was kind of like a discourse saying like, oh, like this was just for this, like, but I'm like, if Marvel cast you as like something, like you're pretty much in that role. Even if it's a cameo, that's kind of your thing.
Yeah.
So
that was fine. And the last person was they actually played like the instrumental too. You heard it?
Yeah, when I heard it, like I was just like, I was already excited. I already knew he was coming, but I was like, once I heard the instrumental, it re-excited. Like, all right, I'm excited now. They got Professor X. Yo, that man looks like he looks the same as he did when I was like 5 in Star Trek. That meant him. Who else? Him. What's his name? Hitman's actor. What's his name? Paul Rudd. These people just don't age, man. Yeah. He literally still looks the same.
I was thinking when I seen Professor X, like, were they going to show like any X-Men? That's what I thought. Immediately, I was like, I thought Beast was going to come. I don't know.
Oh nah, I think I'd been like, I gotta go, yo. I gotta change my shorts. Like this is a lot to handle. No, so basically that's the Professor X, not from the X-Men movies, but from the X-Men '90s, cartoon show. From that universe. I would say small changes like for the X-Men and stuff like that. They're really waiting to do that. Because that's like, it's really honestly delicate, and it's like if they're going to like even Fantastic Four too, but they know people really want the mutants and stuff like that, and it's like they really.
I think they just want the mutants though. I think the mutants over a lot of things.
Absolutely, but it's like I would rather them wait to introduce them correctly, because I don't want something that's like, oh, bam, they're just there. Which kind of with this whole multiverse thing, like I feel like they're going to use this multiverse to kind of introduce them by the end of this phase.
They should have did it then. Like it would have been the easiest way to do it. Like you know what I'm saying? So, but they basically was the Illuminati. So they basically saying that
they just oversee like
the real stuff, anything that could I guess destroy a multiverse or just really they said the multiverse.
Yeah, the multiverse.
I wouldn't say the planet, but
yeah, multiverse is just anything that's like way really just like that pretty much like the Avengers can't even handle on their own per se, or just like regular heroes, like they're the ones that like oversee that stuff, and like this got to be done, like kind of that's a whole nother thing, but like it's just things that just got to be done, and just said they just handle it pretty much.
So Doctor Strange is saying, let me out of here, Scarlet Witch come in. And they're saying that the real threat to the multiverse is Doctor Strange.
It's Doctor Strange because of something that he did when they
in his world,
in the universe that he's in,
that they're in currently.
They had to pretty, like I said, if you watched the movie already, you see like they had to end him because he was like he got a hold of like dark magic and stuff like that, and he was kind of on the verge of just wilding out badly, so they had to put him down and everything like that. And they're kind of was using that same mindset that all the Doctor Stranges are in all like universes is kind of like that. And he's trying to tell them like, no, that's not what this is.
Yeah. So and they also show Black Bolt killing that universe's.
I was actually really excited for that because Black Bolt, he's not like my favorite, but he's like one that like he's in anything like is really freaking dope to read him, and just like his powers, it's just like this is what he is. He's like an OP, like up there with like Wanda, like an OP hero, and it's just like, he's an Inhuman, but he's just like super OP. He's just like by the strength, by just a whisper in his voice can shake the world. Like come on, like it's so cheesy.
So what happens when he yells?
It's probably going to start like a black hole and blow up everything.
Yeah.
Think he's like a subsidiary of Illuminati from Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's why.
But except for with that, with Illuminati, he can talk, but he gotta say like certain things. He can't say words because whenever he say words, becomes like a curse to that person, everything like that. But Black Bolt is definitely. I would highly encourage you don't know about him, or just the Inhumans in general, definitely read some of their stuff. To me, the surprise of when they introduced the Illuminati, besides Professor X and Agent Carter, he was like, whoa. They really teasing stuff here.
So, as he has an audience with the Illuminati, that sounds crazy. So, Scarlet Witch attacks the facility they're at.
Attack, man, she freaking came.
Yeah, she came through and started bodying
just everything in sight. Like the direction for all of that. Just like, oh my god, it was so dope. So it was too dope.
So then the Illuminati joins the fight. Who was the first one? Oh yeah, I think they thought they was gonna Black Bolt.
So pretty much it was all set up like, they came up, they was just like, once she fully entered the facility, it was like, alright, bet. So we're gonna go and stop her and everything like that. And it wasn't just trying to stop her. It was like it was kinda crazy. So
I mean,
the first one.
Actually, it's the deaths. I mean,
yeah,
so
pretty much. It
basically,
was a lot of brutal stuff happening, and it was just happening so fast. But it was just like, what?
Who was the first one that stepped up?
It was Black Bolt. So pretty much, they was kind of like boosting up the kid. They was like, look, by like
Black Bolt
with a whisper of his voice and anything like that, you'll be out of here. From a whisper from his mouth and stuff like that. And she said, "What mouth?"
Like in the Matrix when they had shut Neo's mouth. She did that, and he talked at the same time and blew his head off. So that was kind of one of the.
I hope I didn't scream so loud because you were sitting. It was my other best friend, and then you was. I hope I didn't scream so loud that everybody because I literally was like.
So I think that's probably one of the craziest deaths that I've seen in a Marvel movie. I think so. I haven't seen nothing crazy. Yeah. I mean, in Marvel, you know what I'm saying? So, Black Bolt was out of here. Next was Mr. Fantastic. She just, I don't know.
You ever had those Twizzlers that the ones that it's the strawberry one and it's kind of like the string you peel. That's kind of like that. It's like string.
She started like shredding him, man. Like fingers started melting, and she just. My boy Fantastic was out of here. And then who was next after that? It was who was this? I
think it was
Captain Marvel.
No, it was Agent Carter.
But Agent Carter. That's why I rock with Agent Carter. For some reason, the person who got the less amount of powers was in the
She had more heart.
She had more heart.
She had a little jetpack.
And she had a jetpack. I don't know why she had a jetpack, but she had a jetpack.
All her peers can fly. Most of them.
Not Mr. Fantastic. I mean, he can traverse stuff, but
yeah. But I don't know. It's comic book stuff. Let's put it like that.
But basically, Carter was in there rocking. Then what I'm saying, she threw the shield, and the shield went through Agent Carter's stomach. I was like, whoa, what am I watching? And I hate that they did her like that. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was like it was a solidified death.
So, but then Captain Marvel was rocking, but I'm like, Captain Marvel died? I mean, I know she died, but I'm like, she's mad strong.
I feel like
she died by a pillar.
Yeah,
they was fighting, and then she knocked it out of her. I don't know, like her strong form, and then a pillar just fell on her, and I guess that just ended that. I'm like, I seen Captain. Don't she fight like universal threats? I don't think that was a universal. I don't know. I was like,
for the sake of the movie, and then it gets to, Professor X.
Oh yeah. So Professor X comes, and he does
the
thing.
I'm so tired of him dying though.
But he did the thing we didn't see. Oh, I haven't seen in years. He actually goes in somebody's mind, like he used to do with Jean Grey in the X-Men show. Right? He did that. It was an all white room.
It was kind of like it was supposed to be like Sokovia, where she's from. And everything like that. She was like under rubble. He's like looking for her. So. I was like, first of all, we seeing him walk. I feel like
he was walking with some slacks on. I
was just like, seeing him walk is just weird. Like even in other stuff, it's like he's supposed to be in a wheelchair, man. Yeah. But he was walking towards her. And then like she found one under the rubble. And so that was kind of like her. Like that wasn't the Scarlet Witch Wanda. It was like actually that Wanda. Like her true self. Besides like the Scarlet Witch, and then pretty much he did the okie doke and
so basically Scarlet Witch like a red red fog was like approaching. So Professor X was looking like, oh, like because he stopped.
It was literally like some Mortal Kombat jump. Like she came out looking like this demon, and it was just like she
came from behind him and then snapped his neck. That's why I'm like, what are we watching? That's PG-13. I should have just made it R. It would have been better if it was R. So she does all of that, and she also has now she's walking around, but they slick though because it wasn't blood on her. She was fighting robots, and it was the oil.
Yeah,
I know it was the oil.
The Ultron, Iron Man, like type those the ones that were supposed to be protecting everybody, and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, but so like the oil was on her, so it gave like that's also like shout out to the director because it gave it like a
horror-esque.
like a horror vibe. Like she walking, she looked at like
demented. She's like
she looked at like a zombie.
Walking around bare feet
limping
with glass. I'm like, yo.
So like I said, it was like all over and stuff. Like I think she did have blood on her towards the end.
Yeah.
But I know they couldn't really go too crazy with the blood though. But
as within all of this, I mean, before like while they was fighting something, they had Doctor Strange and Mordo. They're kind of fighting. It's like going through like this whole morale thing, like Like,
wait, but real quick though, I gotta give kudos to Doctor Strange's hands. I didn't think he had hands.
Yeah, he's a martial artist. He's
knew.
He's not martial artist like Shang-Chi, like, but he's like really proficient in like hand-to-hand combat.
I didn't know that at all. I didn't know. I was like, yeah.
That's kind of like, believe it or not, like when you get to college, it's like kind of like the basics of what they teach you before you start doing the match. You gotta teach you like hand-to-hand combat.
Doctor Strange showed a little bit of hand, a little bit of.
I thought it was pretty cool, like in like this, like the way it was shot and everything.
It was dope, but but then they ended up so now they're trying to run from Scarlet Witch, and Doctor Strange meets back up with America and chick name again?
Christine.
I'm thinking I was about to say somebody else, but yeah, he meets up with Christine. So now they running from now they running from her. You know what I'm saying? And the underground tunnel is looking like a horror movie.
So they're pretty much looking for like where did this universe's Doctor Strange, where did he bury or put the Book of Ashanti?
Oh yeah, so basically the Book of Ashanti is, like he said before, it's the counterpart to the Darkhold, and said they know Scarlet Witch is going crazy. Also she's going crazy, so that book is the only spell that can stop her. So that's what that's what Doctor Strange looking for. I think Professor X told him where it's at, right? No, but he said you could be free and go look for it.
Yes.
Yeah, because he was locked up originally, so Professor X was like, yo, we trust you, we know you're different than the other Doctor Strange, so no, he fought him.
He fought him, but then it was just kind of like,
it wasn't as strict on his confinement, I should say. Yeah, it wasn't that strict. So in that way, basically he's a hero, so he can get out of it. But so he basically was looking for the Book of Ashanti, running through the tunnels, and
it was like in like this pocket dimension type of place, like in a tunnel. Then when they open the doors, like this all cosmic dimension looking
where they was at in the beginning of the movie.
Which is like a really good dope play on that. And then it just. The Book of Ashanti was just sitting there.
And also, I gotta mention, what'd you thought?
Okay.
Where Ponytail Doctor Strange, he also died in the beginning of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He also died, but yeah, go ahead.
No, but yeah, it was just pretty much like they were just waiting they were going to go and grab that so they can do what they did, and it was pretty simple. They actually did. It's kind of like he just grabbed it and that was just kind of it.
I feel like he got destroyed. No, it didn't get destroyed. It didn't.
Recall.
I feel like it got destroyed because I know the first time did they get the book? I can't remember if they got the book. I know it was right there.
Yeah,
it was right there. They got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, he grabbed pages from it. I'm gonna watch this movie again. So,
but he did something because he did something.
We gotta watch it again just for some clarification for things. But
I know they went there. It was like right there. He jumped down. All three of them jumped down. Mm-hmm. And then Scarlet Witch did come.
Yeah, she did.
But no, I think she destroyed it.
I think think she did.
She-
Okay,
I think
no,
she
yeah,
destroyed
it's
it.
coming back to me.
Yeah, because she destroyed it because she was like, yo, she needed it. Somebody didn't need it, but they didn't have it no more. And I was like, because in my brain, I was like, they destroyed it again. They can't just get the freaking book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, and then, once again, America got scared, and then I think they...
Yeah, she had, Wanda had finally had got her at this point. And then, yeah, she, like, once she got scared and everything like that, it kind of, like, knocked them to another dimension. And they took off into the place where Wanda... start with a W. What's the name of that place again? The place where...
The temple?
Yeah, the temple. We're just going to call it
Wong,
that.
is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Let's start with a W, and I just can't think of it.
But because originally though, Scarlet Witch dreamwalked into the universe. She followed Doctor Strange, so she's like the Dreamwalker Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm.
But her original body was what Wong did, because when she whipped everybody's ass, she still had Wong tied up. So, yeah.
Okay.
And so now they're back at the temple.
Yeah, back at the temple. So pretty much they, just doing like a lot of just trying to, Wong trying to stop her and everything like that.
Wong couldn't stop me. He just
couldn't do nothing.
She just said, "Take me to." I'm like, yo, I'm mad she took him to the thing. I'm like, bro, you just gotta let your homies die because you're the supreme magic guy. Like, what are you doing? Man? So,
but just to go forward and everything like that. Actually, yeah, just going forward and everything like that to just to pretty much conclude like a lot of what happened in the movie. I mean, what was your views on it, like everything as a whole?
As a whole,
what do you think
so far? Or?
Yeah, just pretty much the entire movie and everything.
As a whole, I thought it was a solid movie. It definitely showed Doctor Strange in a better light than he did the first one. You know what I'm saying? It would make you be like, oh, Doctor Strange is a dope character. You know what I'm saying? It showed him as a hero.